All right, so today we're diving into a story that's, well, it's way more than just about football. We're going to explore this incredible journey of pressure, obsession, and what it really takes to build greatness from nothing.
Yeah, check this out. Right from the get-go, you gotta understand, for Cristiano Ronaldo, the stakes were just so much higher than winning a match. This was about survival. It was about escaping a future that pretty much looked set in stone.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? He wasn't born this legend we see today. No way. He was built. He was forged, piece by painful piece, through some serious hardship and just an unbelievable will to win.
So to really get the man, you have to go all the way back to where it all started. A world where football wasn't just a game, it was the only way out.
Okay, so picture this. We're on the tiny island of Madeira, in Portugal. And his childhood home? It's not some big fancy house. It's one small, cramped place where a family of 6 was just trying to make it, day by day.
Yeah, this was definitely not a life of comfort. I mean, we're talking about rain literally leaking through the roof. The struggle wasn't something that happened sometimes. It was just constant, every single day.
And get this. Hunger wasn't a rare thing. It was normal. Think about that. We're not talking about skipping lunch. This was a normal part of life. And that kind of scarcity, man, it just wires you for a different kind of fight.
So you've got this backdrop, right? His father, a kit man, struggling with alcohol. His mom, a cleaner and a cook, just fighting to keep them all afloat. And all that chaos, there weren't a lot of toys or distractions. There was just one thing, a worn-out football. And that ball, it wasn't just a game. It was his only ticket out. And taking that shot, well, it meant making a choice. That's almost impossible to wrap your head around. He had to leave everything and everyone he knew behind to go chase a dream that, let's be honest, most people would have said was absolutely crazy. This is where the real journey kicks off.
Look at this timeline. It's just insane. At only 12 years old, he leaves home, goes to Lisbon all by himself, crying himself to sleep every night. Then, at 15, boom, a heart condition that could have ended his career right there. He has surgery. He recovers. By 17, he's a pro. And just 1 year later, he gets signed by Manchester United. I mean, the way he just blasted through all that adversity, it's staggering. But getting to Manchester United, that wasn't the end of the story. Not even close. It was actually the beginning of an even tougher chapter. This is where he really started to mold that raw hunger, that raw talent, into the absolute machine we know today.
See, his whole mindset was just different. It wasn't enough to just train hard like everyone else. He had to outwork everybody. While other guys were out celebrating, he was in an ice bath. When they were leaving practice, he was still out there, under the lights, practicing free kicks all by himself. He was willing to pay a price that, frankly, most people just weren't.
But you know, as his star got brighter and brighter, the challenges he faced got a lot more personal. The pressure wasn't just about scoring goals anymore. It was about just holding it all together when his own world was crumbling.
Imagine this. You're on the biggest stage in the world, and you get the news that your father has passed away. There's no time to stop, no time to grieve. You have to go out and play. You have to smile for the cameras, all while you're completely broken inside. That just shows you the kind of mental armor he had built from a lifetime of having to hide his pain. And of course, the success came. Oh boy, did it come. More than anyone could have ever dreamed of. But every single one of those trophies, every record, every award, it all came with a price tag. And that price, it wasn't paid in cash.
I mean, the list of achievements is just, it's almost ridiculous. Multiple Ballon d'Or awards, Champions League trophies, more records than you can count, global icon status, billionaire wealth. By every single outside measurement, he had won. He'd done it.
But then you have to ask this question, and it changes the whole perspective. But what did it all cost? See, the rewards, everyone saw those. They were on TV, in the headlines. But the cost, that was paid in private, in all the moments that nobody ever saw.
The real price of all that greatness was time. Simple as that. All those thousands of hours on the training pitch were thousands of hours he wasn't with his family. Every birthday, every wedding, every little moment, those were sacrificed for his career. And those are the kinds of moments that all the money in the world can never, ever buy back. And that's what brings us to this final, really important idea. It's so easy to look at the trophy cabinet and just call him a champion. But his story, it really asks for a different title. Something deeper.
You've got to look past all the surface-level stuff. The private jets, the mansions, the records. That's not what really defines the man. That's just the stuff you get as a result of something else, something much more powerful. Think about it. The poverty, being made fun of for his accent, that heart scare, losing his father. Every single one of those moments of pain became his fuel. He didn't use them as excuses. He turned that pain into power. And right here, this is the key difference. This is what separates a champion from a legend. See, a champion? They're defined by what they win. But a legend is defined by what they endure. It's the struggle, the fight, the ability to keep going. That's what makes a legend.
So, let's end with this thought. Ronaldo's odyssey kind of forces us to look in the mirror at our own goals. His story suggests that real, true greatness isn't just about what we accomplish, it's about what we're willing to endure, what we're willing to sacrifice to get there. Now that's a question worth thinking about.